What do a fallen king, a jealous brother, and a traitorous disciple have in common? They were each swallowed by the same ancient forces still destroying lives today, the 7 deadly sins. In this cinematic Bible breakdown, we expose how these spiritual forces operated through real people in Scripture, and how their stories still challenge us today. Remember that time King Nebuchadnezzar went too far and God made him walk barefoot in the street, eat grass like an animal for 7 years? When Cain envied his brother Abel so much that he just lost it and murdered him, he became the first jealous person in history. Genesis 4 tells us that story, and it's a reminder that envy can turn into deadly anger and sin if we let it. Yeah, that dude. Picture this: Esau, the hairy wild man from Genesis 25, was so hungry one time that he traded his birthright, his destiny, for a bowl of stew. That's what greed does. Makes us value money more than our relationships and our morals. You see that in Matthew 26. But instead, he hid his talent, burying it in the ground. And when the master found out, he got really mad because the servant didn't do anything to help his business grow. Talk about giving up your future for instant gratification. The enemy uses these sins to attack us, but we can resist him by knowing his tactics. So which of these sins do you wrestle with most? Let us know in the comments. Remember Samson, the guy with the super strength from Judges 13:16? Well, he got really angry at his girlfriend's family for being mean to him. So in a fit of rage, he took revenge on them, but not before losing his powers. Samson's story teaches us that anger can make us lose everything if we don't control it. That's what gluttony does to us. It makes us crave things we don't need, and sometimes even ruins our big plans. He was a proud king who thought he was hot stuff, but after he got a taste of humility, he learned a valuable lesson. David, the famous king who fought Goliath, had a really bad moment when he saw a woman named Bathsheba bathing. Instead of leaving her alone, he brought her to his palace and ended up committing adultery with her. And then to cover up his sin, he tried to make her husband Uriah get her pregnant so that everyone would think it was his baby. But as we read in 2 Samuel 11:12, God wasn't happy about it and punished them for it. It says in Daniel 4 verse 37, "He is able to humble those who walk in pride." First up, pride. Next, envy, gluttony, lust, wrath, greed, Judas. One of Jesus' disciples betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. And finally, sloth. In Matthew 25, we meet a servant who was supposed to use his skills to grow his master's money. These aren't just stories about people messing up. They're spiritual warnings for every generation.